This episode is brought to you by thedolphinwars.com.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to King Dolphin TV episode 383. Wow, 22 episodes left to go till 400, the big 400. I am excited about that. And tonight we've got an interview with Max Redstone. He's going to talk about the play he was just acting in. So we will talk about that. But before we get started, if you like these interviews, if you love Just Cuz, if you love all the other things that King Dolphin TV does, please like, subscribe, and especially hit the notification button so we can get YouTube to make sure you guys get the notification that King Dolphin TV is swimming your way. And if you are also so inclined to help keep the lights on here at the pod, please consider making a donation. We have FKHC saying, you want Max to return again? Pay in super chats or stickers or in the tip link. So here, so that Snorty and Trike won't visit you. Yeah, you don't want those two coming after you. You will suffer somehow. They will make you suffer. So
or pay.
Yes, pay or suffer or both. All right, and it looks like the tip thing is not working for Snort. Let's see if it works for me. StreamYard's lovely. What a lovely piece of technology. I will welcome who we have here so far. We don't have any visitors yet. So we will welcome the Lifeguard Corps, starting with our producer, Sandra. This King Dolphin TV in color. Stereo, we're available.
Nobody.
And a Sandra Feliciano presentation. We've got FKHC 2005, who has whatever these crowns are. He's got the number 2 crown. He's got the number 1. And we've got the number 1 crown. Look at us, Legion Eye. I guess this is a YouTube testing thing. You get crowns for
the experience points thing.
Yeah, the experience points thing. Yeah. And the third crown goes to our very own Snorter Poopus Cuber, who is smacking StreamYards in the noggin. Lovely. All right. Well, it's in the tip line. The tip link is in the pinned thing, so you can go there and get to it. All right, so we've got that, and so we shall get started.
StreamYards doesn't have a noggin.
Yeah, StreamYards is. Let's see, try it one more time. Yeah, StreamYards doesn't have a noggin. It is the... there it is. Took it long enough. And there's the tip stream link. Yep, snort. Probably just a growl was able to do that. All right, so we shall get started, and anybody who comes in, we will welcome them appropriately. So, Max, how you
Yes.
doing? I just saw you. We just it it actually it's been all Max all week. We saw you Wednesday
Mm-hmm.
doing double duty on the All's Fair reading,
Yep.
and we also had you on just cause for a little bit.
For a second.
Yeah, yeah, cause you were in a play.
Yes.
You were acting. So,
Yep.
um, tell let's see, tell us a little bit about it or a lot about it.
So I have a supporting role in a play called Sylvia. It's a play by A.R. Gurney. It is about a New York City couple.
Mm-hmm.
They are empty nesters, and the husband is an investment banker,
Mm-hmm.
and the wife is she has like a master's degree in Shakespeare. Yeah, she has a master's degree in Shakespeare,
Mm-hmm.
and one day the husband is taking a break from work in the park,
Mm-hmm.
and he finds a dog named Sylvia.
Okay.
And brings her home. And the role of Sylvia is a talking role. Like it's not like Dr. Dolittle. It's just like, it's just that Sylvia is a speaking part.
Okay.
So it starts out with, Sylvia brings Greg, the investment banker, brings Sylvia home, and the wife Kate comes home and says, what the hell is this? Yeah. And then in that's scene 1, and scene 2, that's where my character is introduced, Tom.
Okay.
I'm the dog park guy.
Okay.
So she's like, and you figure out that she likes my dog Bowser. But yeah, it's like I'm like the guy who reads like all these books about people and their pets.
Okay.
And let's see, in scene basically through scene 3, 4, and 5, it's we basically get the point that Greg is becoming, well, what Tom says is like, it's like, hey, are you married? Yeah. Wife under Sylvia? Not yet. Well, kids out of the nest? Yeah. Be careful. You could get lost in it. It's like, suggesting that he's going to get lost in being a, in the whole man and his dog relationship, especially because the dog's female.
Mm.
So kind of what we see over the next 3 or 4 scenes is that happening. It's like Greg is spending a lot more time with the dog, and the wife is starting to notice, and it's starting to interfere with all the couple's friendships. And then in Act 2, Scene 1, Sylvia is in heat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So they didn't get her spayed.
No.
Ugh.
Because my character Tom advises Greg, well, let her be in heat at least one time to let her, so she'll retain the female experience, the female sense of gender later on.
Mm-hmm.
Because of course you read it in a book.
Ah.
So she hasn't gotten spayed yet. And then in Act 2, Scene 1, they're, Tom and Greg are in the dog park, and Sylvia's running around, and she's in heat.
Uh-oh.
And then Tom points it out, and then Sylvia hooks up with Bowser.
Oh. That's going to be a train wreck.
Yep. Anyway. So then in the next scene, Sylvia gets spayed. Find out that Kate has been awarded a grant to go to England to study Shakespeare for 6 months. And then there's a scene. With Kate, Greg, and Kate and their therapist. And then the director decided to do something different from what the writing of the original play was, because with the writing of the original play, the couple deals with the passing of Sylvia. So he didn't want to deal with that on stage.
Oh.
So at the end, Greg finds a family in Westchester to give Sylvia to.
Right.
And just as they're about to walk off, Kate says, "No, stop." And then don't do it. And then the epilogue is like really cute, because what we have is Sylvia has transformed into a real dog, from like a human actress to a real dog.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. So Sylvia for the first part was played by a human.
Well, for Act 1 and Act 2, and then in the epilogue, the very last scene, she is replaced by a dog, like an actual dog.
Okay. Now, the reason a human was acting as Sylvia was so that, sort of like Mr. Ed, so that Greg could understand her.
Yeah. Well, it's not just Greg. It's not like it's like she was able to talk to anyone.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like a general speaking role.
Oh, okay. All right. So, when did you get involved with the project?
I was right in the middle of all the preparations for my photo show. And I was just going a little bit nuts with all that. So what I did was I was on Facebook, and I happened to see this ad for an audition. And I'm like, okay. So I signed up for it. And yeah, and I actually like signed up a day late for it. But the woman called me. It's like, yeah, sure. I mean, if you want to, if you're still interested, come on by. We're doing callbacks tonight, and yeah, so I went because I wanted to take some time off from like working on my photos.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I went there, and the guy, like, well, I went, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I mean, I read for Greg, but I'm glad I didn't get Greg because Greg's in every scene.
Mm. Oh, so that would have been too much to.
It would have been a lot,
mm-hmm.
you know, and so I read for Tom, and it's like the director says, well, can you do like a New York accent? Like, what? I don't know. I could do like Sylvester Stallone sort of. It's like, yeah, sure, do that. So I just sort of auditioned with this Sylvester Stallone accent,
mm-hmm.
and the next day he emailed me. It's like, yeah, this is the cast list, and I'm on it.
Cool. So that's been about a couple months ago, right?
Couple weeks. Well, gosh, I think it was. Yeah, it was like 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm. And then obviously rehearsals and stuff like that. Is this your first? Play?
Yes.
Oh.
So I had to. It was most of my artistic reading repertoire is more like the Radio King Dolphin
mm-hmm.
stuff, where I'm reading off of a script,
mm-hmm.
and it's like I'm in front of my synagogue every week, but you know I still have my piece of paper that I'm reading off of.
Right.
So this is like the first time where I'm not only having to memorize a script, but
mm-hmm.
also be in front of an audience. Without it.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot of practicing. I've done one play myself, and yeah, it's brutal.
Well, the play, a play is the toughest form of repertory, because you're going up in front of an audience every single time.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and it's going to be different. Each time you act, it's going to be different, despite the fact you've rehearsed and rehearsed.
Yeah. I mean, the like I've had to combine a whole bunch of different skill sets that I've learned, like, because you're on stage, and you're hopping from not one scene to another, but when you're in the scene, you're hopping from one part of the scene to another part of the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And you do, in rehearsals, you do blocking about where the director wants you to stand and
mm-hmm.
what the director wants you to do at what line.
Yep.
So you're trying to get all of that together. So
mm-hmm.
there's just a lot of timing that you're trying to do. And the thing is, if the most important skill is if you forget a line, is not to look like you're forgetting a line.
Right.
Like first two times, I think the first two performances, there was a single line that I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
that we just sort of skipped, and we just went right past it, and that was all on me. And I'm like, I realized something was wrong as I was walking off, and like my character enters and exits from the back of the theater.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I'm sitting in the kitchen the entire time of this theater, and so I'm just sitting there with my bottles of water and like my script sides, and I'm like, oh, that's it. So it's like I was able to focus really quickly on where I was messing up. And there were a couple times where I would like trade where lines would trade places. Like I would say one thing before another, but I would say one thing before I was supposed to say another. And, you know, it's like I said, you just keep on going. Because if the audience doesn't know that you screwed up, then if the audience can't, if you don't show that you screwed up, then it's really hard for the audience to figure out that you screwed up.
Yeah. When we did our play, it was a takeoff of The Lion King for a synagogue fundraiser. It was called The Zion King.
Oh,
and, yeah. And I was oh God, what was I? What is one of the African running deer? The name escapes me.
Gazelle.
Yeah, I was a gazelle, and then I was a takeoff on Steve Irwin.
Oh,
yeah, and my Australian accent was horrible, but we did one on our last showing, on our last rendition of the play. Me and a couple people decided to do something totally off script. You know, not we did the script. I read the script. I did the script, but I had something on me. I forgot what it was, and the director was pissed at me. Yeah. So, and we did it deliberately. I talked to another couple of actors. They said, do this. I said, sure, why not?
Raymond.
It's the last show.
Raymond.
I know. I was a bad dolphin.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I knew the importance of making sure you made your blocks, you studied the lines and stuff like that, and don't make the director mad. Don't make the director mad.
Well, I mean, in you're doing a play. 95% of what the director does is like before the show even starts. You know, so yeah. And it's like I've always thought it's like, wait a second, what does a director do in a play? You know, it's like, what can a director do during a play? It's like the director can't really do anything during the play, so it's like, but that's kind of the answer. What like 95 to 98% of what a director does is before the play even starts.
Yeah.
So
yeah, most of the time they're just standing behind the curtain watching everybody do their things, and then critiquing at the end.
So it's like the only notes I've gotten since the show started, like, good job, see you next time.
Oh, okay. So where was the play at? And
Well, the play's still going on.
oh, so you're still
Mhm.
at it. Am I right?
Yeah, it's on the weekends.
Oh, okay. Where at? Is it at a theater? At a? Are we breaking up? Can you guys hear me?
Hold on. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. It's in a place called the Point Loma Playhouse. It's we share space with it has a stage, and we share with some other nonprofit organizations.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and it's going to be for another 2 weekends.
Oh, not bad. Okay. Let's see. I think I found a pic. Well, let's see. I found Point Loma.
Yes.
I'm looking to see there's a picture of the. No.
Well, there's
Oh,
no theater. It's at a place called the Point Loma Assembly.
oh, okay. Oh, and I just brought up the playbill.
Ah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
I took that photo.
Oh, cool.
There's Tom and there's Greg and Kate and Sylvia.
All right. I like that. This rescue dog may win their hearts, but not before she turns their world upside down.
Yep.
Sounds like Trike. Let's see. Do they have the? Okay, they don't. It doesn't look like they have the cast.
No, they just have the front page.
Okay. Cool. All right. So you're going to be at this for another 2 weeks.
Yep.
All right. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah. I've gotten to the point where I am, like I said, I've memorized my lines and I've memorized everything. I've memorized everything else. So, I before I was just like, oh, thank God, I'm only in 2 scenes. So
Yeah, but all that work.
yeah. So yeah, it was just I am. It took a couple weeks, but I just enjoy being in the show.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. So what? So what does Tom is sort of like a narrator type of person?
no, Tom is sort of like a pet friend. There really is no narrator.
Mm-hmm.
Like Greg is the closest thing you'll have to a narrator.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's in every scene.
Yeah.
Tom is sort of like a dog friend, because we really don't see a lot of just Greg friends.
Mm-hmm.
We see a lot of Greg and Kate friends.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
So yeah, he's like the I don't want to say you have two foils in the same scene, but kind of. But yeah, he is the you get to see certain other changes in Greg throughout the play,
Mm-hmm.
that you might not see with other people.
Okay.
Like how he gets lost in, like how he points out from the beginning and in the middle about how Greg is getting lost in being a dog owner.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So the focus on Sylvia is causing friction between Greg and Kate.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
But
yeah.
you also see how Greg is like not very happy with his job.
Yeah. Okay. So he's substituting. Sylvia is keeping his mind off of the turmoils of his job.
Yes.
What does he do? I looked on Wikipedia and it doesn't look like
He's an investment banker,
Oh,
which
yeah.
which is sort of, I guess at the time he was at the time of the play he is like they're having him trade futures markets,
Mm-hmm.
and they want him to trade currency markets, and he's like, oh, I don't. It's like, what's behind currency markets? What's behind currency markets? Other currencies. What's behind those? Derivatives. What's behind derivatives? Nothing. Oh my god. Like it's it's just trying to give the viewer an idea that and the viewer that he's not happy with his job or his boss.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, so did Sylvia have to learn the mannerisms of a dog, like crawl on her feet?
Well, kind of, yeah. Rachel, who plays Sylvia,
Mm-hmm.
just I think the I think the most difficult thing for her to do was like play a dog in heat. So really, I mean, aside from that, there's sitting, staying. Kate doesn't want Sylvia on any of the furniture and things like that.
Yeah.
So
okay.
There's you take it's not like it's not like she's like crawling around on all fours the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She's walking around.
Oh, okay. All right. And it doesn't look like you guys had a lot of makeup. Oh my god, the makeup we had.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they had to use makeup on us to give us the illusion of having being animals. So yeah, it was so chat, go ahead and start asking your questions, make your comments. Now be careful. He is an actor, so he could get temperamental.
Right.
Let's see. Okay. FKHC says, welcome Raymond's where everybody knows your name. What will it be? Let's see. All right. Snort says, hello. Hello, Max. Legata says, who is this individual again? I can't place the name. Okay. Back to the Future wouldn't work today for one reason. If Marty took a time machine from 2025 to 1985, he wouldn't be fighting that hard to return, if at all.
Yep.
That's true. FKHC said, will someone please think of the children? This was when you were talking about the hooking up, the dogging hooking up.
Yep.
Obviously, that was simulated.
Yep.
Let's see. Snort said, so Max played Rocky Balboa
In the audition.
Oh, okay. It would have been an interesting twist if the human dog turned into a polar bear.
Yeah, but well, very few polar bears around the San Diego area.
That's true. I guess I'm at the pit. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. I should take a trip to where the play is and say, to the pit for Max. And Snort says, they keep the orchestra in the pit. No room for Max there. Whoa, was there
No
music at all, huh?
We're non-union production, so no orchestra.
Oh, okay. What? Whoa. You said, okay, non-union. You mean the orchestra will not play at a non-union function?
No, I'm just saying that if it's a union production, then you have to have an orchestra.
Okay.
So
not even amateur musicians.
Well, you could, but not really.
Okay.
It's like, hey, I'm not getting paid for it, so.
Yeah, true. You're doing it because you wanted to.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Snorta Poopa says, should we ask Max for Pudgy's favorite question? I think we've done that before, but we'll ask again. What is your favorite cookie?
My mom's mandel bread.
Yep, we got that. Mandel bread. Yeah. And hello, Agent Pepsi 1. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well.
I'll be right back and get some water.
Okay. Agent Pepsi 1 says, hail, hail. Hail, King Dolphin. Hail, the great Mac Redstone. Snorta Poopus. FKHC, Sandra, and Trike. FKHC says, Snorta Poopus should get some fish for that joke. And Snort is nomming. Okay, ask some questions. For Max. Let's see.
Hey.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. Yep, Agent Pepsi 1 says, hail to the great Max. Hail, King Dolphin, to the great Max Redstone, Snorta Poopus, FKHC, Sandra, and Trike. Hail to Agent Pepsi 1. Legata says, How soon can we expect a Tony Award for Max?
I wish.
I mean, the original play, from what I understand, was off Broadway.
Yep. Although Sarah Jessica Parker did one star as Sylvia.
Yeah, and her actually, I'm looking here. Matthew Broderick, her husband, did Greg
Oh, okay.
in 2015. So, okay. All right. Can you ask Marty to time warp me to 1985 in my 19 or 20-year-old body? From Agent Pepsi 1. Hello, Swift -1. Welcome. How are you doing? Okay. All right. So, I'm looking. Giant poof hair, tiny leather mini skirt, black hose heels, and I'll see all of my favorite bands in their prime. Let's see. Snorter Pooper says he's doing it for the art.
Essentially.
Yeah.
And the snacks.
And the snacks. Let's see. Hello, Dalek451. We are talking with Max Redstone about the play he is acting in. Or I wish I could say starring in, but at least acting in.
Yep.
It's called Sylvia. The story of a man and his dog. Let's see. Doing well other than slipping in my kitchen. My arm hurts. Ah.
Ouch.
Ouch, that hurts. Agent Pepsi 1 said, Max, how did you get in acting?
Oh, I've always been good at BSing people.
FKHC says, question for Max. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue. Okay. All right. Legatus asks, how many hours of rehearsal did you need before the first show? That's a good question.
Probably 5 or 6 hours. Yeah.
Wow.
It was more than I thought.
Well, how many of that was table reads and how many dress rehearsals?
Well, the first thing we did was a table read, and then after that it was like blocks of rehearsals, and then the last week was tech, which was basically the full show going through, and then so that there was like tech was basically Monday through Thursday, and then Friday was like the first show.
Okay. And does that repeat the tech between? We only did ours on a weekend, so
Yeah.
But because you're doing it for several weekends, how many you're going to be doing like tech?
No, tech doesn't repeat.
Oh, okay.
So the next one's July 5th.
Okay. So we'll only see you maybe a little bit on the 5th.
We'll see. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Agent Pepsi 1 says, more specifically, is there a type of acting you'd like to do? Say, Mr. Rourke in a remake of Fantasy Island in the crossover with Ratha Khan.
I don't know. I just it's you have to see whatever opportunities present themselves for whatever opportunities present themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So
did this hit you with the acting bug?
Yes and no and no. Like not so much.
Okay.
Like like if I could do another show where it's like it's just 2 scenes, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like I want to be. I don't know if I'm like itching to be like the star of a show yet.
Okay.
Because that's like 3, 4, 5 times more work.
And how many scenes you actually did on this one?
2.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Snort says, I thought Sarah Jessica Parker starred as the horse. Oh, Snort.
Mm.
Let's see. Snort says, the snacks are very important.
Yes.
Does Max chew the scenery?
Funny.
Phobia is what I have of the 28th of July. I wonder why. Let's see. All right. Okay. When it comes to dress rehearsal, is it done just before the staff and the crew, or were family allowed in to watch? That's a good question.
You could have sometimes family could come in to watch, but usually it's just and it's not like we had crew. The actors are we have a stage manager, but most of the actors are subbing in as the stage crew.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay. So everybody's doing
everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, please put a SF out there. She's going to be going through some tests and hope they come out normal. Let's see.
You won't.
What?
Not going to come out normal.
Oh. Okay. Let's see.
You need to find out where they're abnormal.
What?
You just need to find out the location of the abnormal.
Oh, Sandra says it's not going to be normal. They just need to find the location of the abnormal. I guess that's medical speak. All right. Snorter Pooper says breaking your arm is not going to get out of having to deal with germ reactors. Here's another good question from Legatus. How many performances of this show were you in? How large was the audience?
We've had 4 performances so far.
Okay.
I think the largest audience we've had is like about 30.
Oh, okay. What's the capacity of the theater?
50.
Oh, okay. So good showing. Good.
Yeah.
So good audience.
Yeah.
He doesn't chew the scenery. That's what the snacks are for.
Hmm.
Speaking of snacks, was it just snacks or did they actually feed you?
No, just snacks.
Ah. Oh man. Who's buffering? Alright. Okay. Let's see. SF, all will be well. Darth Tasha, the benevolent of the Sith, wills this result for you. Okay. Nice try, Agent Pepsi 1. Max, how can I go on FMLA for the next school year? All of it.
I believe the FMLA only gives you 12 weeks.
Yeah.
So good luck on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice try. Okay. So.
I don't know, lightsaber some people in half.
Yeah, that'll work. Let's see. While a show is going on, do the performers look for the next one to be in? For example, knowing the end date of the current show.
That's sort of well, it's that's up to that's sort of up to the individual performer. Like I'm not looking for a show right now. I'm not looking for another show. I don't know what my castmates are doing, but it's like if it's sort of a different thing if the acting gig is paying. So yeah, then you're looking for something paying after that. It's like I imagine if you're looking for paid gigs, then you're looking for something that is, going to be going into rehearsals right at the time that you're ending this particular acting gig.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, oh boy, I just hit my. During, during rehearsals and stuff like that, or through the whole process, did the cast eventually bond and get closer?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, not to the point where you're going to go out to the bar right after the show, or.
No, it's just we kind of get used to each other.
Okay. Okay. And there is the playbill for Sylvia, for those who haven't seen it yet. At the Point Loma Playhouse, where Max Redstone plays Tom.
Yep.
Right. All right. Let's see. And the play is Sylvia from A.R. Gurney.
Yep.
Let's see. And this was written, the original. Here, let me.
It was written in 95.
Yeah. Let's see. Here's the original. playbill from Wikipedia. I could finally get into Wikipedia.
Ah,
So that is the playbill from the original play off of Wikipedia. So, and they did, so they did have a dog at the very, very end in the epilogue.
we did. Yeah,
Okay.
we did.
Okay.
My 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 director did not is a particularly sensitive dog person.
Mm-hmm.
So my feeling was that he didn't want to deal with the passing of Sylvia on stage. So this was his dramatic license on the play.
Okay. To bring in a real dog.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's see.
What's Trike's problem?
I don't know. I don't see him. Maybe he's jealous that or Sylvia got a role.
Oh.
He's over at the door.
Yeah, okay, he's over at the door. Legatus asks, does the troupe or company offer several different shows for different nights or times, or is it one show till its run is over?
I mean, basically, it's like there's a Friday night show.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Saturday afternoon, Saturday night show,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a Sunday afternoon show.
Oh, okay.
So we've done that like once through, and then we got to do it 2 more times through.
Okay, so four per weekend.
Yes.
So you have 2 shows on the 5th, obviously not the 4th.
Yeah.
And so you got 3 this coming weekend.
Yes.
And then a full 4 the weekend after.
Exactly.
Okay. How many people applied for your role, if you know?
I don't know. Maybe I might have been the only one.
Okay. All right. She says, I couldn't do any acting as I'd be constantly laughing. Oh, you would do fine, Agent Pepsi 1. I was very impressed at your reading on Wednesday. Let's see. This is a good question. Is this a family show?
Yes and no, but not really. I guess. I guess it's a PG-13.
Okay. Trike wants to be in the play. Let's see. Okay, looks like we've gone through. You are most welcome, Agent Pepsi 1. Looking forward to the next one. All right. Anybody else have some questions? Let's see. Yeah, as I said, I think with my play, the only 2 professionals were the 2 directors. Were the 2 directors on our play, and everybody else were just congregants.
Yeah.
Who volunteered to be in the play. In fact, our rabbi was the God. I never saw the Lion King, so I don't know. Was it? It wasn't a baboon. Yeah, I think it was a baboon. The baboon that held up the little lion.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we were all amateurs. Let's see. Legatus asks, did you threaten the casting director with the Snort and Trike agency or mention that you did voice acting on King Dolphin TV radio?
There was no casting director,
Oh.
just a director.
Oh, okay. Is there footage of the play with Max in it?
I'll see if I can find some.
Oh, okay. Cool. Maybe we can put it on a Just Cuz. If they'll let you.
Let's see if I can find some.
Okay. Snort says, props to being brave enough to face a live audience on stage.
Thank you.
And he asks, how long was the play? Yeah, we didn't get...
About an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, wow. Almost 2 hours. Wow. Was there an intermission?
Yes.
In between? Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks, FKHC. It's a mandrill in the Lion King, not a baboon. Okay. All right. I don't know my monkeys. Yeah. Okay. So an hour. Whoa, that does make for a long Saturday.
Yep.
That definitely makes for a long Saturday. One might say, Raymond, in comparison to the magnificent plank on STD, everyone is a mediocre extra. Let's see. The plank rules. Okay. Let's see. Well, if there's no more, we'll keep it going for maybe a few more minutes. And again, it is called Sylvia from A.R. Gurney at the Point Loma Playhouse. So check it. Well, you can't check it out, but congratulations to Max for getting a part in it and doing his first role as an actor.
Yep. Thank you.
Yes. All right. But we knew you had it in you from your readings of King Dolphin Dolphin TV.
Well.
See the play before they shut the play down for using non-union actors. And Agent Pepsi 1 says, thank you for doing the voices on our readings. Yes,
welcome.
Thank you very much. Yes, I agree. Thank you very much, sir. All right. Yeah, I got to get the next one put together and sent to you guys. So, because I'd like to try and do it mid to late August or early September. Here's a good one. When it comes to costumes, was it provided by the company or was it do you have something like this? Yes, Goof, you can wear that.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm doing my own costume, so like in one, I wear a Hawaiian shirt in one scene, and then the other scene I'm wearing just like untucked button down shirt.
Oh, okay.
Second scene.
Oh, okay.
Again, I have it easier than my other actors.
They probably had to have the same.
Well, they have to like go back and like go and do like quick changes and things like that. So I didn't have to.
Oh, okay. Tim says Max should do live stream of him reading William Shakespeare, since you can do a lot of different voices.
I'll consider it.
All right. I think we will wrap it up here.
Yep.
All right. So it is show notes.
It's time for show notes. It's time for show notes. Yeah, with Mr. Reagan and Sandra too. It's time for show notes. We're bringing it on. It's time for show notes. You've all been warned. It's time for show notes.
All right.
It's time for show notes. It's time for show notes. Mr. Raymond, push the button.
Speaking of costumes, there's some Star Trek TOS uniforms on eBay on my size. I am thinking about a blue one, as the red uniform crew members have always killed, other than Scotty. And time for the Snorter Poopers report. Take care, every human, dolphin, doggo, Dalek, ferret, eagle, hedgehog, and yellow boxfish. TM, a wholly owned subsidiary of the DolphinWars.com. And the boxfish is that something like the something like the box ghost?
Oh no.
All right.
Wow.
And there's the boxfish. It's a pretty fish. The yellow boxfish. All right.
I wonder if it's a tasty fish.
I don't know. FKHC was looking at the same thing. It's a box lunch for Snorty. Night, Agent Pepsi 1. At least stay for the shout outs. Let's see. Agent Pepsi 1's it's show notes with Sandra and Raymond too. Oh, you're turning me into the sidekick, huh, Agent Pepsi 1? You're turning me into the sidekick. I don't know. Let's see. So, show notes. A week from tonight, we've got Raquel. We've got Raquel SSG221 coming over to talk about her channel and what she does. She's a new member of the pod, and thought I would invite her over to talk to her. On the 5th, this coming Saturday, we will be doing a post 4th of July show, just cause. Probably just the same thing, but maybe some fireworks. Oh God. I know what's going to happen. I know totally what's going to happen, and I'm scared. Yeah. Next Saturday, the 12th, we're going to do our Three Stooges theme show. Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. Hey, wise guy. Let's see. On the 16th, we will have the one, the only Agent Pepsi 1 will come and talk about her channel and what she does. We've had her on. Yeah, obviously you know her from the Radio King Dolphin TV readings, but we've also had her. I also had her on a Veterans Day show, so looking forward to having her back. On the 23rd, we're gonna do the Fantastic Four reviews, and I don't know what we're gonna do on the 30th. I'm still working on some things, and don't forget, Just Cause will be every Saturday. And every Saturday on King Dolphin TV. All right, so that is show notes.
Show notes.
Yes, yes, this is a boom-free show.
Boxfish.
Boxfish. Snort says, "Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk." Is the thing cubed? I don't know. I thought it was the box ghost. There's a cartoon that has that. So, all right. So that is show notes, and I don't think we've seen the link for Pop Culture Breakdown. But if you are so inclined to visit Pop Culture Breakdown, please make sure you do a pod raid. Hashtag pod raid. And yes, we love you too, Agent Pepsi 1. And let's see. Okay. So that's show notes. So let me thank everybody who's been here. Let's see. We had Swift -1. You take care, my friend. Let's see. We had our amazing lifeguard corps, starting out with Sandra, our producer, Trike, the official dog. Oh, I forgot. Another thing we're going to do on Just Cause on the 19th is that will be Colby's 1 year. Wendy let me know that Colby will be 1 year old. So she wants to do a celebrating Colby's 1 year birthday. So that will be on the 19th. Okay. Get on there. All right. I'll put that out there. And so, all right, we'll continue. Trike, the official dog. We had Agent Pepsi 1 here. We had Dalek 451, the Exterminator. We had FKHC 2005. We had Legatus Legionii. We had Snortopupus Cuber. Mini Snort told me he's tired, so he didn't want to be on tonight. So that's why he's not here. So that is everybody who has been in the chat. And Max, this was great. I really was interested when you told me you were in a play. I was totally interested in it, and I said, "Oh, I got to get him on to talk."
Cool.
So, good luck on the rest of your run.
Thank you.
and we'll probably when you become a big Broadway actor.
Yeah.
Please remember the little guys here in the pod.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, you take care. Stick around after. When
Okay.
we shut down. Everybody, take care. Be safe. Be dry, and we will see you on Wednesday or Saturday for Just Cuz. Have a happy and safe 4th of July, and we will make some waves on Saturday. Love you guys. Take care.
Bye.